Is it You've Been Framed, I think?
Is it? Is You've Been Framed, aye, you're right.
Who did that fart?
Well, we could do
Sounds
straight
like
off the bat. Heroes, scumbags, welcome. Back once again, like a renegade master. It's all happening here at the Hashtag Show. Once again, we found out a new way to fucking link all the audio up. Let's just go straight into a wee game. Oh, first of all, we're back with the Hashtag Show. Coming up this week. Oh. What have I done? Oh, I've muted it. Did I? Oh, start again. Sorry. Hashtag Show. Press the ring button.
Right, start again.
Right. Actually, for the beginning. Start again. Or just for that.
No, well,
all right, sorry.
Make it.
Right.
Everybody just pretend the last minute hasn't happened.
Right, okay.
And here we go. Right. Go.
It's 4 p.m. in the evening. You know what that means. It's drive time with Hashtag. Whatever you are, turn it up. Here we go. Birmingham Ben's still in crisis. Maccabi Tel Aviv fans told stay at home.
Ross does a fart that sounds like the You've Been Framed theme tune.
That's plenty.
No, right, stop. I mean it. Now, look, for those that can see, look what I've got. I have raided your studio for some kind of stick that I can now reach over and I can press. Oh, there we go. I can make noises now.
You can make noises now.
Your use of a slider offends me deeply. Just, I can feel Mal.
Oh, you want me to just do a wee gentle tug back? I'm doing a full foreskin reveal.
There's a subtlety to it. Did Joe not show you? Well, he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know either. Right. So, watch this. I've got the baton. I can reach over and press the buttons and make noises now. So I am, and not only that.
Do you feel part of it now?
Well, I feel
You're
like
one step closer.
I feel like I'm edging my way in. But also, you've managed to get your Bluetooth connected to your phone as well. What is all happening?
I have. So let's first of all let's get the fucking cameras on, and let's start by saying play a wee game. Play at home. If you're watching on YouTube, and you should be watching YouTube. If you're not, subscribe to the fucking channel because we need to get those numbers up. We need to get people viewing. Or if you're listening in the car or wherever you are, I'm going to play a little bit of audio now. And I want you to tell me what television show this is from. So it's just a small clip. And just tell me what TV show it's from. And once again,
it's the first three notes of an 80s TV
the first
tune.
4 seconds.
Aye.
Once again.
It's uncanny, isn't it?
See, because we know it. It is beautiful though. Once again for the people at home.
Now, for anybody out there that's trying to hit us, we copyright that as original audio. we own that.
I was trying to search through the old hashtag group chat with me, Ross and Mal, and I will find at some point. I seem to be struggling to get the voice notes in it because we've now managed to link my phone up so I can play items through the Bluetooth. But I've just stumbled across an audio recording of what I believe is one of your farts, Ross. Because you went through a spell where you were sending your farts quite a lot, and that is an absolute beauty that was sent in.
Here we go.
To the group.
Here we go. Right, here we go.
Right, so here is...
Can we just play the audio again?
So the audio again?
Now, granted, it's in a lower key. Now, I think if you pitch...
if I pitch that up in post...
if you pitch that up...
That's
going to... You can get that in the same key as the original.
Hold on, bear with me.
So what we'll do is we'll just go back. Dun, dun.
Oh no! I thought I could pitch. Oh, maybe I could. No.
No, you need to kill the Bluetooth. So if you kill the Bluetooth,
Right.
kill
The
the Bluetooth on your phone. Aye.
Right.
Turn the Bluetooth off on your phone.
Bluetooth's off on the phone, right? And then
Pitch up the pump.
Pitch up the pump.
Right, here we go.
And then hit the fart and see what happens. Da-da-da.
that is fucking tremendous. That's it. That fart is the fucking. What is it? You've been
framed now.
Right, once more. Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
That is amazing, man. Well, there you go. Hours of fun. Again, worth $9,000 that we spent just for that.
What a start.
What a start. Odd start. You know, you might hook people in the first 60 seconds. They've already lost a lot already. But aye, so we're back, we're recording, and it's only been a couple of days since we were last in.
It has been because we were in last Thursday. It's now Tuesday. But as always, much has happened in the world.
Do you know, well, we're now at that time of year as well where waking up when it's dark and coming in when it's dark, and it just seems as if I operate in the dark. I was born in the dark. That's what I think now. I'm like, I hate this time of year. This is why people fuck. See, this is why rich people fuck off. This is why rich people go, where's the sun? Chase the sun.
Aye, I would love to. I have this sort of fantasy about, you know, eloping every equinox, going to the other side of the world. Do you know what I mean? Like getting a house in Australia, and in the October equinox, going to Australia, and then having summer, so that would be March there,
right,
or April with their equinox when it's coming out their autumn.
Equinox. That was a good song. That Equinox. But that's what folk do. Apart from that bit in the North Pole, it just stays sun all the time.
Well, it's either sun all the time.
But what's the bit
eternal
the
darkness.
Eskimos when it's like a fucking just 24 hours of daylight? The mad Eskimos like
It's the same place.
Is it?
Aye.
Up there, up
It's
north.
just that half the
past
year.
Fraserburgh.
Aye. It's John O'Groats.
Aye, Land's End.
So it's either eternally daytime,
right,
or they live in utter misery for half the year
of the night.
Just always. Well, there was a horror film, actually a really good horror film about that called 30 Days a Night, I think it was called, and it's about this outpost. It's about an outpost, like this wee town, and they all leave in the winter time because it's dark for like a solid month. There is no sunshine. But then these vampires come.
You've just reminded me of a film. So I'm going to tell you something. Right? I'm going to open up to you here. Okay. There was a time. Now you're not going to believe this, right?
Probably not.
But I want you to accept my word as truth, because it's my truth. Okay.
Always.
There was a time in my life where I wasn't as confident a person as what you see now.
Mm.
The Gibbo that you know wasn't always that Gibbo. I've grown into that. There was a time when I was a timid, quiet young man. I was in Blackpool. To be truthful, Lytham St Anne's. Okay?
Been on holiday.
We're in a hotel. Used to go there every year with my granny and grandpa. Same couple of families. We'd meet up and we'd all go back at the same time. And there was a family that had 2 daughters. A big one and a wee one. And I was the same age as the big one. And I was trying to make a move. Now, I was a young boy, a whippersnapper, if you will. Right? 11, 12 at a push. No experience. Oh, mate, I was pubic since I was 7. I had sideburns at 11. Full fucking balls on me, son. A hairy gooch and everything. Could fucking clear a pool table with a cum shot. Right? Good for go, my man. But no confidence. A young man, a man trapped in a man's body with a boy's mindset. Didn't know what to do. Again, wasn't that confident with women, right? Didn't he have the patter and the banter? laid down yet at that age.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, okay, but I mean, I think at 11 you're maybe giving yourself a hard time.
Aye,
Again,
maybe I'm looking back
you
now.
know.
Right, looking back
But-
now. Now, again, lovely lassie. Can't remember her name. Lovely lassie. Similar confident ship as I.
Okay.
Both nervous, right? They were not doing anything. We're 11. But even a wee kiss in the cheek, and you're like, in the name of fuck. Right? So we're sitting in the media room. Just her and I.
The media room
I think that's what it's called. A TV in it.
and
In a hotel.
okay,
Right. Now there's a TV in your room. But again, you're not going to say at 11, let me come to my room, watch telly.
that's old school, innit? A TV room in a hotel.
So, sitting watching a film, and I'll never forget this as long as I live. The film was called Shmiela's Gift for Snow. How you doing, team? DJ Gibbo here. Quick one. Hope you're enjoying this episode, first and foremost. There are a number of ways that you can support the show. You can follow us on social media. Or you can become a hashtag hero. It's the best way to support the show, and it's the only way to hear every single episode in its entirety and without interruption. Because the thing is, when this episode stops playing for the Council Scumbags, the show continues on Patreon for heroes. Now, I'm not here to say that all hashtag heroes are better than Council Scumbags. That's not for me to say. But what I will say is that people who are hashtag heroes, who give back to the show, who give back to the podcast that has given them so much over the years, those people live happier lives, live longer lives, and are having more frequent sex. That's a fact. We've done a poll. So if you want to feel better about yourself, if you want to have more sex in your life, and you want to listen to each of these episodes in their entirety without interruptions like this, become a hashtag hero. Go to thehashtagshow.co.uk. You can follow the links there to Patreon, or you can go to patreon.com/the hashtag show, and you can sign up today. You will get every episode in its entirety, uninterrupted, along with any extra content that we put out. Become a hashtag hero. You deserve it. You can't be a scumbag your whole life. Are you familiar with this film? It's a real film. Google it. Shmiela's Gift for Snow. I'll never forget this as long as I live. Right? See the first.
I dare to think what it's about.
It was about a detective that fucking reads different types of snow to solve crimes. Very much like my guy who sucks toes. Maybe that's subconsciously where the ideas came from. It was something to do with snow. Shmiela's Gift for Snow. Now, I don't know if Shmiela was the police or if Shmiela was the one that was dead. There was something to do with the police turning up and all that. Counting the fucking prongs in the snowflake. The guy in the shop done it. Something to do with that, right? It was an Eskimo thing. Or Inuits. There was folk there with like hoods on and seals. It was odd. It was foreign, but they were English speaking. But you could tell they were foreign. Low budget. Late night Channel 4. Shmiela's Gifts for Snow.
Before or after Eurotrash?
Oh, before. But never forget it. Now, the first 10-15 minutes, I'm not really taking the film in because I'm thinking, sit next to a woman. But see, after 10-15 minutes, mate, I was hooked in this film. And I tell you something, it's a movie. Shmiela's Gift for Snow.
And I mean,
If there's anybody out there, get it on Prime. In fact, I'm going to Google it now.
is anybody in it that we know?
No.
Right.
Probably all dead as well. It's like a crow. It was cursed.
How did it, like, I mean, do you want to give away the end, or can you give us more details in the plot? I mean, where was it set?
In the snow. Right now.
So it's
It's not even coming up.
so it's a, well, I mean, how are you spelling it? So
No, it's trying to give me adverts for buying snow on Amazon.
what is the premise is that this is a detective that can solve crimes by what? Looking at snow?
Shmiela's Sense of Snow might be the film.
No, it's definitely
Aye,
it's
Sense of
definitely
Snow.
going a bit. Aye, it's definitely a different. There's
Shmiela's,
definitely two films, and one's called Shmiela's Gift for Snow, and the other one's called Shmiela's.
no, I don't think it says it was filmed in Latvia. No, it's not that. It was
There
definitely...
can't be two films. There can't be a film called Schmiela's Gift for Snow and a film called Schmiela's Sense for Snow unless one's a sequel or a...
Schmiela's Feeling for Snow.
Is that
what
another
they
one?
name it.
Maybe it's part of a... Maybe it's a trilogy.
Oh no, here we go. This is it. Schmiela's Feeling for Snow.
Schmiela's Feeling.
Over time of, what's it, the Mandela effect? I said it was a gift. They did have a gift. Let me tell you about it. A 6-year-old Inuit boy, told you, Eskimo, runs off a snowy roof in Copenhagen and dies. Schmiela, a half Inuit, Eskimo, who lives in the building and knows the boy, looks into it. What makes an agrophobic boy run off the roof?
Agrophobic. That means you don't like to be outside.
What makes an agrophobic boy run off the roof? Question mark. The clue takes her to Greenland. Based on Peter Hogg's bestseller, this film is set at snowy Copenhagen, where a small boy is found dead after he fell off a roof. Schmiela Japperson, a close friend who lives in the same house, begins to suspect Meda because she knows that the boy was afraid of heights and would not have played on the roof. As she begins to investigate, she's pulled deeper and deeper into a conspiracy that could very much mean her death. I tell you, fucking great film.
And do you remember how it kind of resolved?
Absolutely not. Schmiela's Feeling for Snow.
I'm going to need to watch it now. What rating is it?
6.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
I mean, what Reggie is it?
18.
Right.
There's a lot of nudity in it.
All right.
No, there's not.
Is it an 18?
Fucking PG, I think. I don't know what it is.
It sounds like
Does
a
it
PG.
tell you?
It sounds like a 12 at best.
Schmiela's Sense of Snow. Julia Ormond. Does that name ring a bell?
No.
It was released in Brazil, Israel, Japan, Poland, Sweden, and the UK.
All the major
In
territories.
1997, aye. I tell you, fucking cracking
It's
film.
made its way onto terrestrial telly in the 90s, so...
Oh, here. Fucking Gabriel Byrne's on it.
All right. Okay, right, now we're talking.
And Richard Harris.
Don't know who that is.
It's a fucking proper movie. I knew it was real. I knew it wasn't making things up. Schmiela's Feeling for Snow. Fucking get involved. Heroes. Schmiela's Feeling for Snow.
Hey, let's get it to Christmas number one.
Let's
Let's
get it
start
to
a campaign
fucking-
to get that film to Christmas number one.
Do you get movies on charts? Is that a thing? Like film charts?
No. But
No?
let's start a campaign to get... No, there used to be... Well, there's the box office, isn't there?
Aye, but that's just how much it yeah, there's an interesting question, right? See when you go to cinema, right?
I rarely go, but yeah.
Same. We had tickets the other night to go and see that fucking Tourette's thing, and then we just could not be fucked leaving the house. And didn't go.
Where were you going to go and see it?
Hamilton, H-Town.
And you never went?
Didn't go.
By the way, Hamilton's good because you'll get a fiver. You'll get into the view
Correct.
for a fiver.
Correct.
I mean, you'll spend £8 on a
Yes.
bag of Maltesers, but a fiver.
For a ticket. Now, see that ticket, this is what I want to ask you. See that ticket price, right? Does all that go to the Rock? Let's say the Rock's got a film. Does he get you
No,
a fiver?
everything all goes to the Rock.
Everything all
Every
goes
film you go and see, all the money goes to
But
the
is
Rock.
that how they calculate how much it's made? Like, how do they get paid? Or does the cinema buy it?
The cinema buys the license to show the film.
So how do... And then how do they make their money? By how many people go and see it?
How
do they
does
have
who
to-
make money?
The people who make the films.
So they'll buy a...
Are you being serious here or are you winding me up?
No, I would suspect
Right.
that they need to buy the... Well, I mean, think about it. It must be done on the period of time that it's in the cinema. Because the longer it's in the cinema, the more money.
Aye, but how do they make the money? Do they make it on ticket sales? So do they phone up like Odie and fucking Hammond and go, many tickets did you sell to Smearless
No,
Field
they'll
for
probably
Snow?"
just
Ah,
say...
10,000.
they'll say, do you want the new Rock movie? And Hamilton or Hamilton View will go, aye. And they'll go, right, well, he's £1 million then.
No.
And then, but then when we make a
No
film,
way.
if we make a film, we'll go to the audience and say, do you want our film? And they say, well, how much? We'll go, well, £100. We could only sell our film for £100 for a month.
I'm not buying that.
That's how it works.
I don't think many people got the cinema anymore.
Unless
Uh-huh.
it is on individual ticket sales for
It must
each
be.
individual movie.
It
Because if
must
that
be.
is the case,
It must be.
that must be the only way because the
'Cause then they go-
movie industry is
fucked.
aye. But here's the difference between, think about it this way, right? You're in a bar or you're doing stand up, right?
Yep.
You're doing your stand up tour. You do one show a night. You do a tour that's 20 nights.
Yep.
you're doing 10,000 arenas.
Would love to.
That's 200,000. Is that right? 200,000 people or whatever.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Right. You make a film.
Yep.
And it goes UK, Britain. You're basically doing a gig 10 times a day in 1 million cities.
Aye.
So that's why they're still making a gazillion £. It
Aye,
must be on ticket
it must
sales.
be on ticket sales.
Aye,
Then
you
you
would
get
think
things
now.
like it made 10 million in the first week.
I would say probably. It must be on ticket sales. I don't know. All I know is movies have been shit since COVID. Since 2020, the films now are poor, man. Very poor. Do you ever notice that when you put on like Netflix, for example,
It's awful.
all you're getting is drama and TV shows about grim stuff. We've talked about this before.
Aye, there's no joy.
Did you know what I watched recently that's bucking the trend?
Carry on.
And one of my favourite jokes, and I couldn't stop laughing, right? I watched the new, what do you call it? Naked Gun with
I have
Liam
not seen
Neeson.
it. Is it
Right.
any good?
Right, have you seen the original Naked Gun?
Of course.
Right, you
Which
know
is tremendous.
so Naked Gun, Airplane, there was a film called Top Secret with Val Kilmer. Ever seen that?
Nope.
That's one of the best, right? Just nonsense, absolute nonsense.
I would throw Hot Shots in there as well.
Well, and Hot Shots, right? Exactly, right. So that I love all that stuff. I think
Yep.
I honestly do think it's genius, and I love how nonsense it is, right? But it's the delivery a lot of the time. That's why I love Leslie Nielsen, because he's just so deadpan.
Yep.
So I'm going to. There's a joke in the new film where I did a few cans when I was watching it, so I can't really remember too much about it. But I remember there was a 15-minute spell where I couldn't watch the film because I couldn't stop laughing. Right. So I've had about 4 or 5 beers. Me and Nicola sitting in. It's a Saturday night, and it was like, "What do you want to do? We'll just put this film on." And Liam Neeson's doing his bit, and he's talking to the main villain. So the main villain, and it is the guy from, he's in Yellowstone and he's in X-Men films. Like he plays a really good baddie, right? Him and Liam Neeson. So Liam Neeson's investigating. There's a suspected suicide of one of this guy's employees, right? So he goes up to him and he's like,
He's away.
he's like that, you know, one of your employees has been found dead. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I heard it's suicide. And Liam Neeson's like, well, I don't know, there might be something. I've got a feeling there's something more to it than that. He's suspicious, and the guy's like that. Do you suspect? He suspects something foul.
She suspects something foul.
Aye, and Liam Neeson goes out just straight as that. There's no way a chicken could have done this. But then they're straight on to the next thing. But he's dead, right? And it's in the delivery, so it's no that. I'm saying it, and it isn't that funny, right? But they two just being pure serious about it. And there's no way a chicken could have done this. And then they just go straight on it. They go straight on to the next, whatever the next thing is, and it's as if they've not even said it, right? And I nearly fell off my seat, man. And Nicola was like that. What are you laughing at? And I couldn't stop. And honestly, for 15 minutes, I couldn't stop laughing. I had to go away. I had to go into a different room. I went for a pee, actually, and then tried to stop. And I had to stop myself because I don't know why. I thought that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I honestly, no,
it's not even that.
No,
see if you wrote it down, it wouldn't even be that funny. But it was just to be.
But it's on the delivery.
There's no way, no chance of chicken.
But then it's because it's clever as well, because you've got to understand what foul is. Do you know what I mean? But I again, like everything, I could be completely wrong in my statement, but I do think that is more male humour.
It's ultimate dad humour.
I think sometimes I think sometimes when women watch films like that, they're like, what is this? And you're like, no, you need to have a childlike.
It's unbelievably childlike, and that's what it's almost. Kids would laugh at that, and then when you're into your 40s, I've become my father. And I've noticed in the past month, I've fully morphed into my dad. Right,
I can remember watching Airplane on get this laser disc. Right, my dad had a laser disc machine.
First pair of boobs I ever saw was Airplane.
That might be. I
remember,
right?
When they're all going mad in the plane, and then the woman runs down with the just naked woman. That VHS was worn out.
What is this? This is fucking tremendous, man.
Aye.
The wee lassie talks jive.
the jive.
And then she's playing the guitar and knocks the drip at the
Hang on,
lassie's hand.
get up on the side. What are you doing, mama? It's amazing,
I
isn't
like my lemon man like I like my coffee. I picked it wrong then. I give up methamphetamines.
It's amazing. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I love it, man. I love all that stuff. You should watch Top Secret.
Top Secret, right? Okay.
That's Val Kilmer. It's
Right.
Val Kilmer's like 19 in it, and it's got. There's a scene in it. There's a scene in Top Secret that they shot.
How we doing, team? DJ Gibbo here. Hope you are enjoying this episode. If you would like to listen back to some previous episodes, even from the very beginning, the first 90 episodes, that's right, 1 through 90, are available on the Patreon and on our website. So either become a hashtag hero and enjoy the full back catalogue, or go to the hashtagshow.co.uk, click on the Heroes tab, and then click on the number of the episodes that you want to listen to. Episodes 1 through 90. All you have to do is sign up. You just put in your email address, and then you can enjoy the first 90 episodes of the podcast through the website. Alternatively, again, you can become a hero, because it's the best thing you can do. You'll feel better about yourself, and you'll be more fulfilled in your general day-to-day life. Become a hashtag hero. Patreon.com/the hashtag show, or go to the hashtagshow.co.uk, sign up on the website, and enjoy the first 90 episodes of the greatest podcast you've never heard of. Until then, back to the show.
In reverse, I don't think this. I'd be surprised if this had ever been done ever in a film. Right, and this is the genius of it as well. But they shot a full. The scene is like a one take,
Right?
but it's about four minutes long or something like that, and they've done the whole thing in reverse. So all this mad stuff is happening, but it's brilliant. You should watch it. Really, really good.
The choreography and stuff like that must have been insane.
He comes out. There's this bit they're escaping for a nightclub. So he's the secret agent Val Kilmer. He's Bird, and they're getting chased by the Nazis. It's set in World War II, right?
Okay.
They're getting chased by the Nazis. And he comes running into the nightclub. And there's a whole row of bikes lined up, like pedal bikes, like in Amsterdam. And he comes, and he's, you know how in old westerns, like when they were escaping from somebody, they release the horses and scatter them. He comes out. He's got laughing. He's like,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
he comes in. He's like, yeah. All the bikes going. All the bikes. Scarping
Just drive off.
It's mental, man. Absolutely mental.
Childish humor.
It's so good. It's so good, man.
They don't make films.
They don't,
like
but
anymore.
they don't make them like that anymore.
No.
And I think they're a bit of they are obviously a niche, but the new Naked Gun, it's all right, but I can only remember that joke. That's the only really joke I can remember. The rest of it's just there is a couple of funny, but it's totally stupid. Have a couple of beers or whatever and watch it and just enjoy it for what it is. Do you know what I mean?
I was so I was watching Blazing Saddles, and that's always one I go to my mind when I think they don't make films like that anymore, right? Because there's absolutely
You just
but
can't.
you could, right? You could, and there is an audience for it. I think that's what people don't want to accept. There is an audience for
Yeah.
it. I still believe, because I know me personally, I still think there are. It's like anything else when they tell you in the news or the fucking media, right? The global fucking elites, where they tell you that there's a whole load of bad people, or like every person that comes over a boat is fucking here to cause damage. It's nonsense, right? I just believe it's nonsense. I honestly believe there are far more good people in the world
100%.
than there are bad.
The majority are normal people like us.
But they want you to believe that everybody's out to get each other, because that's the way that they want the world to live. They want you all panicked and terror and fear and hating each other, and then you do what you're told, right? And that's it. Without getting too deep, no political. But I also do think that there are far more people out there who can enjoy what may be considered offensive humour and still understand that it's just comedy, and
That's the thing.
nobody means any harm
It's
by it.
about understanding. It's understanding. Like, how many times is the N word said in Blazing Saddles? I mean, it must have some kind of record.
Aye.
Don't mean about have a record.
The sheriff's is that bit. The sheriff's and every time he goes to say it, something goes off. Somebody shoots like the sheriff's, and then he's got audio.
Aye. But we're not laughing at, like, it's like that. See, like the Tourette's, you were talking about the Tourette's
Aye.
thing, right? See the original Johnny Davidson, right?
Mhm.
That is amazing, right?
Another gay man.
Aye. And that is the original documentary for that film is It is, but it's also heartwarming, and like everybody loves that guy, and quite rightly so.
Aye.
But I don't have a problem laughing at what happens, because see when he's like, see for example, like, because we're not laughing at him, we're not laughing at his condition. We're laughing at the situation and how ridiculous. See like when he's in the woman for the see the woman for the citizens' advice is in, and she's trying to hold her laugh in. She's like that, so I'm here just to help. I'm not trying to pry. And the boy's like, fuck off, nosy. Do you know what I mean?
Again, I think, see, if you don't laugh, I think that's weirder than
It's so good, man. It's amazing.
The people who, like, when you see Tourette's and they go, that's okay, don't worry about it. Like, he's not worried. Like,
No.
and this is funny. Like, laugh, because then eventually you're no laughing. You need, it's a natural reaction.
It's not like laughing at
The person.
people.
You're laughing at the situation.
Laughing at people for. You're laughing at the situation. You're almost like a lot of like all that racist stuff and all that and Blazing Saddles. People who don't make an attempt to understand will not understand that it's the racists that are the butt of the joke. Do you know what I mean? They're the ones that are getting people that are as ridiculous in that. You're not laughing. You're not going, I get it right, I'll be black guys. You know what I mean? That's not why people watch that film. They're laughing at the stupidness of being racist in the first place and how absurd it is. Do you know what I mean?
Today, for example, if I was famous, the group chat would have been shut down years ago, right? But even today, so my mate Amy, who you met at the wedding, right? So I think is it Diwali today, or it's at the festival, the Indian festival now, or I think Diwali's on.
Is it? I don't know.
Anyway, so somebody in the group chat put up Happy Diwali, right? And then so Amy put up saying, like, obviously taking the piss, but being thankful. No, thanks boys were forever building bridges, India and Scottish connections, flying the flag. And then the next fucking 20 posts.
Destroyed.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right, but obviously because AI exists now as well, so he was then doing AI pictures of his on fucking turbans and shit, right? It's just but it's just good banner.
Aye.
Right, and we're having a laugh with it. But we're all mates, and I think that sometimes you try and stop things. Like you're saying, there are people who cannot differentiate between the two.
Yeah.
So they'll see something that may be now considered racist or sexist or inappropriate, and they will pick up on the thing that is racist, sexist, inappropriate, and instead of going, no, there's humour in here, it's just a laugh.
Aye.
I'm not going to go out and fucking start burning British flags and saying,
well, there's also that, because Ricky Gervais does a lot of that as well, where he'll just say he will be, but that's his thing, is being deliberately outrageous. He'll say stuff that is you would go, that's mental, but he's doing it precisely for that reason.
Aye.
When folk don't even make an attempt to understand, or aren't bright enough to understand that that's what it is. Do you know what I mean?
There's an American comedian called...
I mean, it's classic stuff. Bring on that, you know what I mean?
There's an American comedian called Patton Oswalt, who I used to love. Absolutely fucking, like, one of my top fives. I fucking absolutely loved him. Not so much anymore. But he's early
Has he
stuff.
crossed the line, has he?
Well, I don't know. It's like anything else. I think this is just me personally, right? I think that with comedy, I think it's very hard for you to remain true to your original voice, if that makes sense, when you become rich and successful. I think that there is something about, and it might just be the type of comedy that I like, but I do think that the type of comedians I like all eventually go to a place or a position where I don't find them funny anymore. And it all seems to be because they get to a certain point of wealth or a certain point of fame. And I think they're not able to relate. And I don't mean relate to everyday man, I just mean relate to their maybe original self. So when Patton Oswalt first started and I first found out him, I mean, he's super famous, man, right? And like TV and films, everything. And then he got more and more famous and then became kind of a little bit woke, and then it started to die off. And it's and it's also, I do think comedy is different than anything else. It's different than music, where you could take 5 years off and sit and then write an album. I do think with comedy, you need to, it's a muscle that you've got to keep working at it and to maintain that level. Anyway, so his newer stuff I didn't enjoy so much, but his older stuff's fucking dynamite, man. And like times he used to do like 3.5 hour gigs and stuff like that, steaming out his face and come off and he'd be like, how long doing it? Like fucking 3 hours. And he's like, oh shit. And then anyway, so he used to do this bit about the power of language. Right, and I'm not going to do the bit because I'll fucking bastardize it, but the idea is that the people who you have to worry about, and if you are one of these groups, right, like you're an LGB or a Q or a T or a minority or whatever, the people who you should worry about are the ones who use language correctly. That's who you should worry about, not who use language incorrectly. Anyway, and that's the problem with the world because we're looking at it the wrong way. So he's like, I'm going to give you two examples, 2 statements. And the first one is, and he's like playing like a redneck guy, and he's like, I don't care if 2 faggots want to fuck each other in the ass. Who do I care? As long as they love each other, who gives a fuck what these faggots do? And he's like, no, that every word's offensive. And then the next thing is like this kind of, he's playing like a Christian couple and they're using all the right terms and, you know, neurodivergent and the LGBT community, and he's like, they're the people who are out to fucking get you.
Yeah.
Just because somebody uses the first one, you're just hearing words.
Yeah.
But there's love in that guy's heart. It doesn't mean any offence to you.
Yeah.
Because he says the word faggot, and everybody's up
Well,
with
that's
that.
it. Common sense. People are obsessed with language and boxing things off now, and we've completely lost the point. I mean, words are just there's inventions, aren't they? Words are just a signpost to something. Do you know what I mean?
But like you're saying, it does feel now as if everybody's got to have something.
This is it.
Like you've got to have a wee group.
It's identity, isn't it?
Aye. Whereas before you could just, like even within our lifetime, like I know certainly it's changed for me where...
I'm going to be controversial.
Oh?
I think it's, well, not controversial. I'm not going to be controversial. I'm just going to say what I think, which is I think to do with... we're getting deep, aren't we?
Well...
In fact, this is a fact.
Don't worry. I'll rescue it with you.
What's that one? It's time for the serious hour. See if they fucking... I swear I've got to start that shit. I can reach it now. But no, I think it's... I think because people... There's no religious or spiritual guidance anymore, and we have collectively completely lost our sense of identity. So we wear whatever we can like a badge so we feel attached to something. And I think that the loss of people going to church or the mosque or wherever you would go for your spiritual nourishment it's not, for me, it's not a coincidence that people are now wearing stuff like a badge to try and make themselves fit into something. Do you know what I mean? There's no, because there's nowhere like you can. I'm not advocating for any particular religion or any text or anything like that. But
I will. There's only one true religion, mate, and that's the Hun Christians, King James,
right?
King James Bible, right? That's number 1. Then number 2, Catholics and Jews, joint 2, 3, and then after that, it's nothing. So get on board with it, Lord, or you're fucking dead. King James Bible, number 1.
But all of them. I did a bit of delving when I was younger, after I had a rough time, shall we say, right?
Any religion?
I just tried some stuff. I was experimenting.
Did you go on a pilgrimage?
I went on a sort of pilgrimage. I did. I went on a sort of pilgrimage. No, Sucky Hall Street, the Buddhist Centre, which is funnily enough across from Bar Buddha in Sucky Hall Street.
That's like, you remind me of the time when Raymond Mearns was going through his divorce and he went to the Buddhist Centre in Glasgow.
It's a great wee place.
They said to him, I don't think Buddhism's for you, Mr. Mearns. The
Well,
only man to be chucked out the Buddhist Centre.
Well, I probably because you need to take your shoes off. You probably kept your shoes on. You need to take your shoes off when you're going. But those books or whatever, they point to, they give you, if you're a young person, normally in your kind of, let's say your teenage years, you start going, oh, who am I, and all this kind of stuff. Those books will give you at least, I'm not saying they'll give you the answers to everything, but they'll at least, when you read stuff like that, you can at least have the sense of somebody's thinking about you and going, right, this is where you might find
Jesus loves you, brother.
Who you are. Jesus loves you. It's fine. Everything's fine. Do you know, words of comfort to go, and by the way, you're not this physical body, you're this spiritual presence and you're part of God or whatever you want to call it. Broadly, that's more or less what they all say. Do you know what I mean? And that lets you, when the shit's really hitting the fan, that lets you go, right, actually it's all right. None of this stuff matters because I'm actually part of God and everything's going to be all right in the end. So it allows you to do that. Without any kind of spiritual guidance, you're absolutely shafted, because then you become ultra materialistic, and the people who are a lot of the people who think that they are anti-fascist or anti-racist and all that are more obsessed with race and sexuality than anybody else. There's an obsession with that and boxing things off and all that, and that's what causes. I think that's what causes problems. I think it's a massive cause of mental health problems and all that kind of stuff.
I do think that I do find it quite ironic that the biggest group of people who are spouting about fascism are fascists themselves, but don't even realise it.
Aye.
But again, we're at a point now where people are like,
as Jesus would say, take the plank out of your own eye before telling your neighbour to take the speck out of his eye.
I don't want to be offended or what you're saying I don't like, so that's all like, who gives a fuck?
Nothing happens.
No.
If you get offended.
Famous Steve Hughes bit.
Aye.
What happened to you? You get cancer? No, you're fine.
Right.
Go on with it.
You know?
Aye.
But I do think, I think, because I found real comfort in, I used to go to church when I was younger. I went to church. I was taken to church as a child by my mother. And then
I was looking for that one. Oh no.
And then we need to get them marked up so we know what they are. But then I left. I just stopped going when I became a teenager. And I actually went back.
Quick interruption once again for DJ Gibbo. If you are enjoying the episode and you have got a burning question or a topic that you want to ask, get in touch. Go to the hashtagshow.co.uk. There is a contact tab on the website. You can fill in the form and that'll come through to us and we will be able to ask it on the show. Alternatively, on the website, the hashtagshow.co.uk, there is a voice note feature. If you go to the contact page, there is an option for you to record a voice note and send it to the show. So why not do that? And we can play your question out live on the podcast. Hashtagshow.co.uk to get in touch. Follow us on the socials. Drop us a DM. And we will ask your question or play your voice note live on the podcast. Anyway, back to the show.
When I was about 15 or 16, I went back myself. I used to just go on a Sunday night and nobody knew where I was going. And I would just say to my mum, I'm going out for a wee bit. And they used to have an evening service at the church.
No way.
And I would just go myself. And the minister was the minister who baptised me, right?
Right.
And he was like that. So you knew who he was. He was
one
like,
of my flock has returned.
Aye, he was delighted.
I bet it was.
And then two of my mates came with me. So we were like 15 and 16-year-old. We used to, and it got to the point we were getting slightly hungover on a Sunday, but we would still go to church that Sunday night. We would go and we'd do communion and all that, and it was great. But then we stopped going. We kind of stopped going just for, I can't remember exactly why, but we stopped going. And then he wrote me a letter. He posted it to me and said,
apologising for what he did.
No, he said,
I was battling demons myself, Ross, but the Lord has given me a path to righteousness. I often think of your small buttocks when I sleep.
You see, and this is the problem, right? This is the problem.
You are just a small boy, Ross.
So listen to me though, right?
I'm listening.
That guy baptised me. He did my wedding as well. We got him in for the wedding.
We brought back out of retirement.
We brought him out of retirement
for one last show.
Aye. I managed to get him out of retirement. He did my dad's funeral as well, which I thought was very nice of him.
Well, he's a good man.
So, but he wrote me a letter. So maybe I've had that.
A letter saying what? Come back.
No,
there's always a seat for you at your father's table.
I think he titled it Breaking the Mold. He actually titled the letter called Breaking the Mold. And
Have you still got that letter?
No, I wish I did.
Fucking
and he was like, it's great to see young guys coming along. Don't. Where's the don't. Right? Don't say it. It's nice to see the people that you wouldn't normally see at church coming along. Thanks for coming.
That's it.
Please come back.
No, it's
Right.
nice. I mean, look, I used to go to Sunday school as well, but I was sent, I think it was so my mum could clean the house and get her hole, and then we were in Sunday school for 4 hours, then you would come back. But then, see when I went to America and we went to one of the black churches, mate, I was like, this is like Blues Brothers. See if there was more churches like here.
Well, this is
I think
what we
I'd be
need.
into it.
Well, this is what we need. I think that it's more like a. It's more like
And
a
that is
gig.
what we will create
Well, this is
for my next, not my next gig, but my next proper show.
I think people need it. Are you letting it out the bag?
But
we're good.
Well, aye. So,
No, you don't need it. I'm not saying to do it, but you.
well, I've decided on the title.
What's the title got to be?
That's
That's a good snappy title, right? And what's the premise?
I'm going to call it. So then I think that what I'll do is I'll then commute all over my face, and then because then we take the two of them back. There's only one left, so shot 4 times in the chest. So here, I've not told you the full thing, right? I've not told you the full concept.
Are you going to? Is this exclusive news that
This
you're
is
releasing?
exclusive news, aye.
You're
So-
going to do a show next year
So next year's going to be show 1
of one.
of 1, right? So I'm going to do. I have decided, right, that I am going to create a body of work
Mm-hmm.
that is going to be my opus dei, my masterpiece.
A collection of books, perchance.
There may be a couple of books in there, I don't know, but it's going to be 8 shows, right? And after I've done the 8th, I'm done.
What do you
me. I'm out. I'm finished.
What? Forever?
Of stand up, aye.
No.
But this might take 20 years. No, I'll do it.
It'll
maybe.
take 8 days.
No, I don't mean 8 single shows. I mean write 8 completely different shows.
Oh, right. Okay, right. So I thought you meant you were going to do 8 gigs and then that'll be it.
No.
Right.
I mean,
There's
I'm
no
home-
way. There's no way you'll get to the end of it.
I will. Right, that's my plan.
Probably better make it 3.
So no 8 because eight's my lucky number. 8's my number, so I'm doing 8 shows. Right.
By the way, this is for the proper heroes because we're at 43 minutes.
Well, depends how far we go, but this is it. So it's 8 shows. Right. This is what I'm going to do. The series. So it's going to be Volume 1, Volume 2, through to Volume 8. They'll each have a name, but the series is called Amphigory. That's the name of it.
What does that mean?
So it's an old English word that means
Okay.
deep and meaningful writing or deep and meaningful works that on reflection are nonsense and meaningless. Right?
Like Naked Gun.
Aye. So any idea of my stand-up is so fucking, I think it's all like deep and meaningful, and it isn't. It's just fucking dick jokes and fucking IVF jokes and getting your cock stuck in the end of a beaker, right? Stuff right. So that's the title of the work, Amphigory.
Mm-hmm.
Second reason why it's called that is when I told Mal that years and years ago, he went like, "That's the fucking stupidest thing I've heard in my life."
Aye.
So that's why I'm definitely doing it. But so Volume 1
Mm-hmm.
is going to be this new show that I'm doing next
Why
year.
8?
Because 8's my lucky number.
Right, okay, I used to already said that. Never
Right.
heard that before.
That's my number. That's my lucky number.
Why have you not got it tattooed on you somewhere?
It's in my mind. Tattooed in my mind's eye. Just accept it. It's 8.
Okay.
Right? So the first one is...
I'm not sure you can do it, but fine.
I'll definitely do 8 shows. Easy. First one is this show next year.
Mm-hmm.
And the last show, the 8th show, is going to be a show about my comedy inspiration. It's an ode to who is Bruce Morton.
Is that the guy you were just talking about?
No, he's a Scottish comedian.
Right.
But he's the guy who is was trailblazer, did so much for Scottish comedy. A genuine, no taking the piss, a genuine hero of mine. Lucky enough to work with him, get to know him, an amazing guy, and
Is he still with us?
still with us, aye.
Oh, right,
And
okay.
when I saw him gig, when I was young, and then lucky,
Sorry,
to get a gig with him.
no disrespect. I'd never
Aye,
heard.
no. And then when I saw him, I was like, I've just a magical storyteller. I saw him doing a gig when I was just starting out. I was on bill with him. So I was doing like the 5-minute newbie set, and he was headlining. And I can still to this day remember watching it and just going, this is what I want. This is a masterpiece.
Okay.
Of taking a single story and stretching it over 30 minutes. And I'm like, this is fucking spectacular, man.
Was it about getting your willy caught in a...
It was how he lost his tooth.
All right, okay.
That was it.
Okay.
So, like, you may not say, I'm missing a tooth. Let me tell you how I lost my tooth. And then he tells you, first story, and he goes, no, that isn't actually how I lost it. I'll tell you how I really lost it, and tells another amazing story, and goes, I'm only joking, that's not it. This is how I really lost it. And then tells you how he really lost it, and I'm going, this is... And I can remember like watching the audience laughing, and I'm going, you just don't understand how fucking spectacular this is, that he is weaving all this. And then they go, no, that isn't how it looked. Let me tell you how. And I'm going, this is fucking brilliant. So that's good. So the first one, is called The Book of John, and it is a concept show about life, love, and loss, based around church. What one are you trying to press here?
None of them are working. Sorry.
So that was a fucking long introduction. So next year it'll be a brand new show for me called The Book of John. And I need to get St. Luke's, because that's the only venue I can think of that it will lend itself to what we need to do. And it's going to be a full, how would you describe it? A concept? It's a concept show. So when you arrive at the gig, you will be in...
It's an experience.
Aye,
it's
like
an immersive
theatre piece with comedy.
Aye.
But so as soon as you arrive, you're going to be in it. The show will begin as soon as you arrive. That's all I can say. And it's going to be fucking great.
Is that all you're giving away now?
I don't know what else to...
There's loads of others. I mean, you could tell what it...
Oh no, I don't want to say what's involved.
Aye,
I just want to say...
That's fine.
That when you arrive... I suppose what I will say is you'll think you're going to church. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
That's it. Maybe. No, it will be. Bye. The Book of John.
Can we do it at the Buddhist Centre?
Can you get 20 people in there?
Well, you'll all get Raymond Mearns for your warm-up anyway.
So that's next year. I've been diddling away, getting it fucking up here. I'm looking forward to it.
Aye, it'll be great.
I've written one of the prayers and everything. It's going to be good. So the Book of John, where am I? Camera 2. Book of John will be out next year. And keep your peepers peeled for that. And it'll be fucking good. That's us for another episode. If you are a council listener, that's it. This episode is over. But more continues for heroes on the Patreon. This is not the end of this conversation. Remember, every single episode continues for more on Patreon, only for Hashtag Heroes. So sign up today, become a hero today, and enjoy the rest of this episode and all episodes to come. Uninterrupted, unfiltered, no breaks, every episode in its entirety. Patreon.com/the hashtag show, or go to thehashtagshow.co.uk and follow the links to become a hashtag hero and enjoy the rest of the episode you've just been listening to. Treat yourself. You deserve it. For less than the price of a pint every month, you can become a hashtag hero, enjoy every episode, and support the show. Support the show so we can do more things, wonderful things, wacky things, and get some cool guests on. Hashtagshow.co.uk or patreon.com/the hashtag show. Become a hashtag hero today. Until next week, scumbags, look after yourself, stay safe, Chucky Allah, we are the people. We'll see you next week. Onwards.